It was about 8 years ago that my husband of 17 years and I had moved down to the Fort Lauderdale area. This was his hometown. Maddie was in 8th grade and I think Dawson in 5th. It was that year that really our marriage fell apart.
8 years ago, my wife of 13 years, we have 2 boys. At the time they were 8 and 10 years old. And my wife suddenly passed away.
I was the first one in my family who'd ever experienced divorce. It was hard to trust someone again.
In my case, I was wanting to find my mate, my match, but can that person also be a mother to my 2 boys who lost their mom? God had a plan, and there was a mutual friend who was a CCA parent, had a student in Tiffany's kindergarten class at the time. She knew myself as well as Tiffany and thought that she would like for us to meet. And our first meeting was pretty amazing, actually. So from there, we started the dating process. The better part of 2 years, lots of pre-marriage counseling. After we became married and we are now living together, she didn't ask to take down pictures of my previous wife and the mother of my children. She's been so gracious about it and allowed the boys to still have, the memories of their mom and talk about her mom. And
it was a big lesson for us to teach the children that despite crisis and hardship, we were going to respect the boy's mom, and Lambert was going to respect my children's father.
You have to be sensitive to the fact that they still have a father. So there is a challenge at times with that.
Really, our focus was on the children and how they reacted as they saw, hey, can I accept 2 more people into my lives, and why should I trust this man?
I had conversations with my sons to know that, okay, now you have another brother and a sister and a new mother figure who wants to love you. You're going to have to work on that as well.
We thought it would be easier to be together, trying to figure out what preferences his boys had. I didn't know you needed sour cream for potatoes. There were some simple things in life and then some that were much bigger.
Our parenting styles, very, very different parenting styles, There's a right parenting style and there's I'm being funny now. We each had our own way of handling finances. I knew that this is how we're going to handle this, and she knew that was how we're going to handle it. So again, it's a compromise. Let's sit down and talk about what's right. Let's get before God and ask for His guidance here, and make sure that we're going to be able to get this done. We're just going to have to do it a little differently than the way we used to.
Going forward, we went from having 4 teenagers and 4 kids at CCA to having 3 now in college and 1 at CCA, and we're enjoying a little bit of the quiet. We look forward to them being successful adults and walking with the Lord and seeing what He has planned.
I know Proverbs 3:5 is something that has really helped us.
Trust in the Lord with all your strength and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge Him and He will make your path straight.
Which I think is something really speaks to the patience piece and allowing God to take control of this marriage and get us through those hurdles, some which we have yet to experience, we know are still coming, and the ones that we've gotten through in the past.
As we've lived through 5 years of marriage, looking back, I can totally see how God had His hand in everything that happened.
Whoever you are thinking that, wow, we're gonna get remarried and we're gonna blend this family together, it is huge. You're gonna have to lay down your pride. You're gonna have to allow yourself to bring God into everything you do.